Okay, no makeup today. This is gonna be quick. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I said I'd start at 1:30, so I'm gonna wait until then to do my announcement. And in the meantime, I'm going to check. I had Twitch open on my other streams, and just in case I needed that to have the stream upload, and that led to some problems. Namely, the audio for my stream playing over on itself, and that wasn't great. So I'm just gonna check real quick. It says I'm live. Gonna see. Can I see my video? Yeah. Okay. Looks like it works fine, which is actually excellent to know. Let's see. My week has been ridiculous, honestly. I mean, good ridiculous and bad ridiculous. Let's see, chronologically, what happened this week? I went back I went back on campus for a lab class for the first time in a year, and I almost cried. It was so great being back in the lab doing lab, even though it was a physics lab, so it was kind of like technical, and it's kind of boring. I mean, it was boring to me. If you're into physics, good on you. My things were biology and stuff, so so it wasn't really my thing. But hey, it's a requirement, so I'm doing it. And then I saw the inauguration, and the video cut out for a few seconds while we were watching it. That was not a great thing to have happen. I was panicking for a bit before I realized. And that was also, turns out, any people who want to go to college watching this, it turns out that you are not allowed to skip a semester in of a language course, even if it says that there were no prerequisites. I found that out, so I'm gonna need to find a new course to put in. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awful. So there's that. That was Wednesday. Then what happened later Wednesday is the thing I wanted to talk to you about. So I'll just give that one more minute. Anybody here like want to share what's going on with them? uh, yeah. Oh, I can talk about the stuff around my room that I drew for 2 point perspective class. For my own class, it was 2 point perspective. It's actually a torch. It used to be a torch, I should say. Now it's a medical marijuana dispensary. Actually, it was a medical marijuana dispensary when I drew it. It might have gone out of business since then. I don't know. Anyway, right. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about. My dad is a middle school teacher, and I think he's a very good middle school teacher. Anyway, his school, the class he teaches, sixth grade, is shutting down for 2 weeks because some of the kids in his class tested positive. Now he's fine. They're actually in his school. Like I said in my tutorial stream, they're very good about wearing masks. They're very good about social distancing, and there actually hasn't been a case of somebody getting COVID from the school. One of the reasons is actually, whenever a kid tests positive, they shut down the class for 2 weeks. And so I'm fine, he's fine, but he is going to be working from home. And my house isn't super big. in terms of quiet spaces for people to do streaming. So the upshot is, some of you may have noticed, I shifted my Terraria stream an hour and a half into the hour and a half later than it was before. And that's just precaution. Uh, I don't want his kids to hear me streaming, and it is not fair, it is not right for me to put, a bunch of random kids in a random class on my stream. So that will not be happening no matter what. So that also means that in my Don't Stop Together stream with my friends, which I know we just started, but I might, in the case he needs to have a small meeting with one of the scholars, I might need to mute myself for a bit. And it's going to be 2 weeks. We got to do what we got to do. So I just wanted to explain. I wanted to keep everybody in the loop as to what was happening, anyone watching. And the upshot is, I'm not streaming much. The reason is I'm a full-time college student, and college has to come first. I don't plan to make a career of doing this. I plan on getting into genetic engineering, and then we finish. I plan on engineering crops so that they can handle high salt tolerance in soil, because that's actually a really huge problem. And I could go on for a really long time about that, and I'm going to choose not to unless somebody expresses interest. But the upshot is that I am not going to be streamed. I need to make sure that I am studying and that I'm getting good grades before I add another stream to my schedule. So at the end of the 2 weeks, when hopefully my dad can go back to teaching in person, because he vastly prefers that, and I'm sure that all really students prefer being in person too. So anyway, at the end of that period, I'm probably going to be adding another stream, and I think it will either be like a variety stream, because I got a bunch of games from the racial equality bundle for $5, so I might be streaming some of those. And I just short games, a different game every week, that kind of thing. So I'm either going to be doing that, or an old Minecraft bar pack, which is actually a favorite of mine. I've never finished it. Hopefully, with y'all, that I'll have a schedule, I'll be consistent on my commitment, and I'll actually finish it this time. And that bar pack, if any of you are familiar with it, it's called Blightfall. Really, really cool, and I would recommend it, even if I end up not playing it. So I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to. I could take your input. I'm not sure how I can do that. It's easier on YouTube, I guess, because there are comments and people can respond even if they're not catching me live. But I will definitely, maybe at the end of one of my Terraria streams, or maybe I'll stay a little late after the Don't Stop Together stream, and we can figure something out that way. So hopefully I'll get your input on that. And in general, my idea is that I add a new stream. I wait a few weeks, and I'll be doing that stream and I'll be studying. And then, if I am staying up to date on my studying and doing the stream just fine and getting good grades and stuff, then I'll add another. And that's the way it's got to be. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I don't want to make too many commitments, and I don't want to say, "Hey, I'm definitely going to be streaming, 5 days a week," and then end up not doing that, because that would be violating a promise, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, and I will make this announcement on my Twitch as soon as I figure out how. And that doesn't take long. There were articles. I found articles for just about everything that I need to do on Twitch. I don't know if anyone's watching, but if you're, hi. I'm Blue Box. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. But yeah, aside from that, I said I'd be here. I vastly overestimated the amount of time I would spend doing this. I tend to ramble, but I was really to the point with this. I mean, just you can ask me anything. I guess I will. I was about to sound like one of my teachers. I'm sorry. I just my teachers had a rule like, oh, if you don't have questions, then we leave early. And I just got off that class before making this video. So I thought that was funny. Yeah. Oh, I will talk about some of the stuff. And by some of the stuff, I mean my animal shelf. No, that's the wrong way. I'm bad at cameras. This is my animal shelf, and I am very proud of it. I have the first 40 books of 54, and I have most of the specials that are numbered. I haven't been doing it so much. I haven't been going to used bookstores and getting them so much recently because, global pandemic. So I haven't been doing that as much, but first 40 books plus a few, they're great. They're so great. Definitely more of a heavy read. I mean, not in terms of like vocabulary or whatever. Just in terms of the themes they deal with, it's pretty heavy. But yeah, so I was gonna talk about them at some point, and I can actually see my webcam now, which means I can see the books. And yeah, these are my favorite books. So yeah, like I said, no makeup today. This is just a quick announcement, and really feel like putting it on for this. Yeah, so I'm fine. I'm not sick. My dad's not sick. Just to recap, nobody in my house is sick at the moment. But in order to remain not sick, we are going to. My dad's going to be working at home for a few weeks. The only room he can do that in is right down the hall from mine. There's no doors in the way. My house is basically a tube with rooms attached, so it sounds scary. And I can't help that. So I'm changing my tutorial schedule. That's already been done. You can see it. And if that means that you can't catch me live, then I truly am sorry about that. And I will try, unless 9 to 11 my time works better for all of you, I will switch back at the end of the 2 weeks. That's it. I'll catch you tomorrow, but an hour and a half later than last week, like I said. Bye.